Okay, so what are some other things that we can kind of play with when we do in-place masses? Let's go to the Massing and Site tab and go to a 3D view, and then say we want to do an in-place mass, and I'll just call this blend. Okay, and what I'll do is I will take a circular shape at the base, right? And then I will take more of an oval shape, and I'll kind of draw that oval shape in that same place. Whoops. Sorry, let's try that again. Let's draw it from there. That's better. Okay. And let's kind of do that. Then what I'll do is I'll move this up, maybe freeform, maybe 100 feet. Right? So that's 100 feet above it. And then I can click on this and hold down control and click there and say create a form for me, a solid form. And it says it's unable to create form element. Now I want to pause the video for a second and talk about something. So as I resume, right now I've got these two things, and they're just two objects within one another, and I can't seem to move it to where I want to go. So I'm going to delete that. And then what I'd like to do perhaps is to create another datum. So if I go to the south elevation, do I have an opportunity to create a datum here? No, I don't, right? But what I can do is say, all right, if I go back to here, I can set a work plane, and I'll set my work plane to level 2 now. And now I'll draw what? I'll draw that other component that sort of looks like it's in the same general area. Let's see if I can snap to center of that one below. I there we go, right there. I hit SC on the keyboard, and now I'm drawing this object here, that kind of oval shape. And now I'm going to just hit, I'm going to select this line and this line. I'm going to say create form, a solid form. So it gives me kind of like that cone. And some of you might recognize that from your days playing youth soccer. Kind of looks like that. And I just say finish mass. And now I've got this little object. And if I hit SD on my keyboard, which I already have, maybe if I just hit realistic, that might help you see it a little better. Yeah, now you can kind of see what that object looks like. That's kind of what we call a blend. And it's good to be able to understand how to do some basic blending of objects in Revit. And in order to use that function, we want to draw on different work plans. Now that's just one way to work on different work planes. And once I have that, what's interesting about that shape is that, and I'll go back to the other feature of this shaded feature, is that I can go to the Massing and Site tab, and I can say I want to place a curtain system, right? And I can say place a curtain system on this face of this object right here, right? Because it's a face, and I can select that face, and then I can look at the curtain system that I have, which the only one I have loaded is a 5 by 10. So what I can do, and that's just 5 foot by 10 foot spacing, I can say create system, and what it does now is it creates a curtain system for me, right? Which can be kind of handy if I want to have an odd, if in my design I have sort of an odd shaped enclosure or area that I want to be covered in glass. I don't have to worry about trying to draw it and trying to rotate something. You know, I can draw what I want as a mass and then apply that to it. The same way that I can apply a curtain system to this, just like anything else, and hover and tab and click, and I can go in here and I can even take a panel out if I want, right? I can also, just like I did that, I can say, let's make this side into a regular wall. And I can come in here and say, make this into a 5-inch wall. And I can click that face, and now that face is actually a wall. And I can put openings in that if I want to now. Okay? So it just goes to show you kind of the power of massing. And what you're probably trying to start to see right now is that massing, or you're starting to see right now, not trying to start to see, but that you're seeing, is that massing allows us to be more expressive in the design process in Revit and to create shapes with different blends of lines and blends of shapes to get interesting looking physical items like this little curtain wall that we see right here. So in the next video, I want to show you how to use datums that are there to create floors, mass floors in a particular design. So I want you to experiment with this a little bit, maybe try to apply a wall or a curtain wall to it, see how it comes out, okay?